We'll try to have fun with it.
We are not allowed to have fun casting. This is a professional organization.
Trying to keep
That
it
is why
professional.
we
This
have
is the
brought the
professional
utmost in
amateur
professionals with us. Dude, Brandon's commentary of that last game was like literally made me like.
AIDS.
I will actually stop casting. Like I can't compete with that. Like LCS next week, Riot, Mash Me is casting.
He's already trying out for the LCS caster spot.
Oh no, he's trying out for the LCS player spot too. Ooh.
I'm already there, buddy.
Kobe's gonna get relegated next season for Don't Mash Me's casting.
That's what happens. Okay.
Rest in peace. Alright, so let's see, the game ID. I think it's 2 casters join and then the streamer spectates it, correct?
I can
Is that how it
I have
works?
them added, yeah.
Alright, so I believe it'll be Lunette and Nintendo going into the game, and then Mash Me will hop on.
Okay.
Is that how it works? Is that how the spectating thing works?
Dude, is that how this? Yeah. Sweet, magical, perfect. What could possibly? Well, that's unfair.
Wait, so I'm joining right now?
Yes.
Was it a quadricast or a trio cast?
It was just
Alright.
a cast.
All right.
Alright.
So I guess how we're gonna do this is like, I mean, I'll like do casting stuff where I basically like talk about nothing and like be
It says
all
the game is
castery.
full.
I'll be informative.
Wait, so
And Caitlin's farming.
or the
Best.
I can't join. It says it's full. Am I not joining this one?
All right.
Oh, good call.
The greatest of calls. Possibly something NWE should invest in.
Hail Lord Fabby. Hail Lord Fabby.
Yeah, because Twitch chat needs more encouragement. I'm not
Oh,
sure
shit,
how to
they can
pronounce
see
it.
me?
Dude, they can see you.
Oh,
You've been
shit.
exposed. Nintendo Nude X.
Okay, alright. I believe we are good to go then. Get all the teams ready and we'll be good.
Wait, so we're all gonna be like on the same timing, right? We're not gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's like,
Okay, so it's everybody spectating.
Barely.
I don't know. Not really.
Yo, Lunette, we're live and they can hear us. Just say. Okay.
oh,
Okay,
sweet.
alright.
What could possibly go wrong?
We're trying to keep this professional. If you could use a proper voice.
Josh,
In
are you
case
appearing
you couldn't
offline?
tell.
What's up?
Are you appearing offline? I'm not showing you on my friends list.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Ooh,
Okay, well, I'm
internal
real now.
struggles in Coast.
No longer a ghost.
All right, no ghosting allowed.
Hold on, let me confirm. Okay, I can confirm. We can go now.
I can confirm. Please respond. Okay.
Ooh, everybody's in order. And Babby has the start button.
Oh my, what have we done?
Oh no.
what hath we wrought?
It has
Our-
begun.
It has.
Wow, so
Alright,
we got
so-
4 casters. Nobody wants to say anything.
Well, there's
Yeah.
just too much to talk about right now.
This is true.
All right, so as we actually are into the game, which is where I say like casterly things like, welcome everybody to week 3, day 1 of the Mobafire Challenger series. I can't do this, this is too much. I am joined here by Nintendo Dex and Don't Mash Me of Team Coast. And I do want to welcome you guys to the stream. This will be the utmost in League of Legends casting experiences. You can expect nothing but the finest here from the Mobafire Championship Series. I promise you. We're into our last game of the night. It's Cursed Academy, aka Fabby's Academy, going up against EXERTUS Esports. This is their new lineup featuring Hood Stomp, etc. So we'll see what we got coming out here today. Any comments, my fine co-casters?
I'm very excited to see the Gatekeeper in action. But
I'm
that's-
very excited to
yeah.
see if they're going to.
Nobody else excited to see Fabby?
I mean, it depends on whether or not people are willing to hail Lord Fabi. I mean, that could be intensely critical to Curse Academy's success.
Yes, I'm sure.
I was gonna queue it.
Apparently
So we
Zion was
have,
gonna cue it.
He's gonna cue it, dude.
man.
I apologize if you can hear Zion over me. He tends to get very loud when playing with his friends.
Well, as long as he cues it, I think we'll all be okay.
I think we'll be just fine.
Okay, so the something to notice: there's no ban on like Anivia. I mean, that's Unholy Wishes, like his thing. He has like an entire YouTube channel of nothing but Anivia combo videos. So we'll see if he goes for that.
TF's still up too.
Yeah,
Surprisingly, TF and Shen are both still up. Both are global champions, really high priority. Neither have been picked yet. And Zion's still talking over me. Excellent.
but don't worry, we can actually have the entire Team Coast cast this game vicariously through the microphone
Yes.
of Nintendo Dex.
Absolutely.
Yeah, apparently Global's no longer actually good, which is why we won't be seeing any of those this game.
Is it mutually banned or something?
No.
I think teams are colluding together to saying, hey, we don't want to deal with that. So I guess globals are banned.
All
Can't
right,
confirm.
all right, good. No global ults. Either that or we'll be seeing the infamous last pick Twisted Fate. You know, it happens all the time.
I'd call out Twisted Fate AD carry from Hood Stomp.
Dude, Hoodstomp has done
Can confirm.
crazier things in his life.
Speaking of crazy, it looks like it might be a mid Zyra here. I've been told Unholy Wish likes to run mid Zyra. It's a little more likely than a mid Sona.
Has
that
he
would
been
be exciting
taking?
too.
Has he been taking lessons from Nubby Pooh Bear, the only Zyra player in the entire world?
Well, he better hope so, because Nubby knows how to play that.
This is true. And if there's one thing that can be said about Nubby, he can play Zyra mid.
Yeah,
Maybe
Nubby
not.
plays just pretty much just whatever he wants and gets away with it. He plays Annie all the time, just kind of bears people in the face. It really
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
he goes Rod of Ages Annie, the
Old
wonder.
school season 1.
Absolutely.
I remember level 1. What does this champion do? He builds Rod of Ages. See, even I can do that. All right,
And
so
the gatekeeping Tristana comes out, Buster starting
Yeah.
people away from the gate.
all right.
And the Hood Stomp Graves GG coming out.
Ooh.
Oh man, Hood Stomp
Oh.
on his classic Graves, bringing it back.
Yeah, back in the good old days. Go for lol before the wonder that was CLG Black. I have a single tear being shed right now for memories of days gone by.
Not surprisingly, you're going to see more of this mid Ezreal. It's becoming really popular because it's really annoying, actually. People taking the blue build into the mid lane. Quite annoying with another AD carry bot lane as well, as we could see that last set with Complexity Academy. No, I'm sorry, Complexity, not Complexity Academy. He probably just kind of mystic shot at people in the face, kept poking until they wanted to engage, and they just kind of destroyed him in a fight. Had a big comeback pretty much because of that blue build Ezreal.
Yeah, Mashme caught all the action with his intense commentary.
My commentary 10-10.
It was fairly
Great
epic. Dude, Mega Zero was so sad that nobody watched the comeback until I told him that Mashme had cast it, and then you just saw this big smile light up on his face. So you've successfully saved us all from a crying Mega Zero, which is basically makes you the hero of esports.
Thank you, thank you.
You're the hero that we need,
And
Not the one
shouted-
you deserve.
not the one we deserve.
Definitely. All right, so we've had guest appearances by Zion Spartan, who is going to cue it, and Daydreamin is also joining
Yes.
us.
Loves to yell.
Yep.
I mean, it's a famous Team Coast strategy. Yelling makes you better. All right, so final lineups. Any thoughts on these two guys? We're into spectator delay, so we can see all the summoners and everything that's going on. Thoughts on the lineups?
It's kind of hard to go wrong with Curse Academy's lineup here, because it's extremely like flavor of the month right now. You see the mid Ezreal, the hyper carry bot lane with it, the Nasus and the Renekton for the double ults. Really standard, kind of predictable picks here. Something you'd kind of expect out of your average team comp. And yeah, it wins a lot of games because of that. So honestly, you kind of have to give the edge to Curse because they're picking very meta right now. XTS with some odd picks here. They have the mid Zyra, obviously, but they have a lot of lockup with all the AoE CC. So if XTS can pull it off, they should have pretty good team fights, but we'll have to see.
Mashme, any idea what's going on?
I'd give it to Curse also. Nasus, Wither, Graves, I think could be a huge shutdown, especially when Graves is not running cleanse. And I have a feeling that Zyra won't do too well against the brother Nasus. Huge front line.
Yeah, I mean, in order to get a cleanse, you'd have to build QSS against all the magic damage, that Curse Academy probably not. So, yeah, very sort of like team fight lockdown oriented from XTS, and then Curse Academy just very kind of poke heavy and then engage crazy hyper carries from the Fabzors. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break, run some ads, and when we come back, we will have Curse Academy taking on EXERTUS Esports in the last game of the night. It's Mobafire Championship Series. I am Rapid. With me is Nintendude X and Don't Mash Me of Team Coast. Want to thank them for joining us. We'll be right back.
But
Wow, 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 wow. Cue dubstep.
We have literally the greatest ads from the greatest sponsors in the world, other than the sponsors of Team Coast, of course.
Our lovely people using ad block right now that can hear us talk. Just want you to know you are terrible people and you should be supporting this stream. You should be ashamed of yourself right now.
What's going on? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, you should be able to spectate the game currently, I believe.
Just kidding, you're not that awful of people, but really, you might want to not use ad block if you want to support esports, man.
For real. Or
What the? I got a black. Okay, here we go. Now it's loading. Curse Academy, unsurprisingly, using the curse emblems.
whoa!
It's like they're supporting their brother team.
And
Well,
Hood
XTS
stopped using Velocity icon.
XTS a little bit all over the place. Got some Cloud9 support, some Vulcan, some Velocity, some Season 1 Cup. Kind of all over the place here. Hopefully their team synergy isn't as bad as their emblem synergy.
yeah. Wow. Even their hood stomps support velocity. All right.
Were you going for a Zion Spartan joke there? That even his teacher.
You know what?
Yeah.
It was started out as that, and then
It's-
it just kind of changed. So I'm going to deny that accusation. I'm also going to need to add somebody in the game because apparently I don't actually have anyone. So this is my clever ploy to force a member of Team Coast other than Zion Spartan to have me on their friends list.
Yeah, right here, right here.
What's your username, bud?
Get ready to silence.
It's Rapid with a 1 for the I because,
All caps?
yes.
Alright, added you, buddy.
All
Wow.
capitals.
Oh, dude. See, I thought that went through ahead of time. You've revealed my cleverness. All right, so I'm going to look through my friends list and hopefully get everything loaded in here. In case you guys are just now joining us, this is going to be possibly the greatest feat of esports the world has ever seen. It's EXERTUS ZEAL taking on Curse Academy in the Mobafire Challenger Series. And it's the last game of the night, and what better way to celebrate this than with a couple of
pause.
members. Yeah, a pause. Okay, I was getting there. I was actually going to say that, you guys are pretty great, but I mean, you can't really compete with a pause, the pinnacle of esports excitement.
The League of Paws coming out strong today, it appears. At least in
Nerf
this game.
pause, please. It's too OP.
I remember the good old days of no pause. Tournaments were
Oh,
fun back
man.
then.
Oh yeah, you'd have scrims, then half the team DCs. I remember I was casting a World Elite scrim one time. They were playing from China, and they'd all just like take turns DCing, and they still win. I don't know. And they put pauses into the game to make it more fair for NA. I guess I don't know.
Good
But
times
where
back in the. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say good times back in the Season 1 finals there. Remember Westrice DCing out of a match with EG, and they just kind of like, yeah, Westrice DC'd. Hopefully he'll be back soon. This is the Season
they're
1
like-
finals, no big deal.
well, don't worry. The game is still close. They just have to learn how to play 4v5. Thankfully, everybody back into the game, and we're down onto the Rift. It's going to be EXERTUS ZEAL, your team in the red, going up against CRS Fabi Academy in the blue. Pretty dominant team composition, like Nintendo is saying, very flavor of the month. A very defensive start for both teams, so no crazy invades right now.
Yeah, the League of Football coming up here. This giant line of scrimmage. Ball's yet to be hiked though, so they're just gonna chill here. And Jackson is telling Unholy Wish he belongs in a museum.
Yeah,
Just one.
I was kind of upset they changed the your skills are inferior taunt on Master Yi, but at least we still have our Ezreal taunts that we can spam. So I'm actually going to make sure to hit J to jump to live because of the pause, we're like a second
Yeah.
behind, which is super annoying. So yeah, very incredibly passive start to the game. Is there any reason for this? You just want to play it safe, not go for any risk, or is this just kind of like safe start to the game?
Well, neither team really has any lockdown for early CC for an invade, just kind of a lot of damage from both sides, so neither really wants to walk into each other. So they're both content with a line of scrimmage type thing, and they just want to get right to the laning phase.
All right, and as far as laning phase is concerned, do you think we're? I mean, we already obviously see Tristana and Janna up there around the blue buff area. We're gonna have some pretty interesting lane swaps here, and it does look like we're gonna have duo mid for Curse Academy. Do you think that's gonna work out more effectively than that 2v1 versus Rux's Renekton in the bottom lane?
I really don't see what Curse is doing here. I think Unholy Wish should have a pretty okay time here as a ranged champion like Zyra, just kind of CSing mid as it pushes to the turret. They're sending Renekton bottom to deal with the 2v1. Naturally, if you're in a side lane, you'll get the tower faster than mid would in a 2v1. But they do have Nasus Renekton, which is very good. As I say that, Janna going down, it looks like.
And Janna goes down.
First
Well,
blood.
Well, forget everything I just said. That's not traditional at all. Because XTS is going in, it looks like for a red steal right now. And throw the 2v1s out the window, we're going for jungle invades.
Yeah, Rux took Wraith Camp for the early level 2, maybe for some cheese, but did give him 4 potions along with his Duran's shield. Fabi's coming in there, jumping out, able to take out Yoda with the Ignite and the extra dot. One bad Brad goes down. This is level 1, about the latest I've ever seen. A double kill for Rux. He's definitely Rux City right now.
Definitely Ruck sitting. Hail Lord Fabi, damn it. He's killing everybody right now. Well, we got a triple kill on Rux here. Can he get the Quadra here at level 3? 3 minutes in?
Zyra flashes over. Oh, he flashes
Oh.
over.
Oh, can we get a... It's not going to be a
Q in 1
Quadra.
seconds.
Oh!
Oh.
And we got the
Delayed
3-minute,
Quadra.
30-second rampage coming out for Rux. No big deal.
The unofficial Quadra kill. Rux with 4 kills in the bank. And whether or not that makes pimping easy, he's going to go down to the bottom lane and start to CS this. This is about the easiest 1v2 you can possibly have. It's like you're gonna have if you're hood stomp, you're gonna actually have to play defensively in the 2v1, because I'm pretty sure Red actually can just kind of walk on them right now.
Yeah, he's gonna have to channel his inner Steve Irwin here to kind of to tame this alligator. So he's not gonna have a good time down here. Rux even with a blue buff to add a even worse taste in his mouth. He's gonna be okay until Rux goes back to buy, but certainly not gonna be fun until then.
Freak wants his job back, Nintendo dude. This is slightly too much. Fabi and I mean, even though the kills went over to Rux, Fabi still picked up 3 assists off of that, so he's still gonna come back to the lane with double Durans versus Zyra with just that Duran's ring and boots, and yeah, the boots gonna help him run back to his lane after he is forced out of lane all the time. So obviously his mindset behind that choice.
Obviously the mindset there is hopefully every time I die, I'm just going to keep running back to Link because Zyra with that passive. She obviously wants to die. Why else would you play Zyra but to die? Boot's going to get you to lane faster, get you more kills. That's obviously no other reason for that. As a pro player,
yeah, we're looking for the DPS, the deaths per second here.
Absolutely.
So, Yoda, no successful gank up at the top lane, and pretty much just Rux kind of dominating. He goes back to base, picks up a pickaxe and a longsword for a 5-minute 123 AD Renekton.
Not bad. Looks like he's going for the early Tiamat here. Pretty popular build out of Renekton. Channel that with your Q. You just got a big clump of AoE mess for physical damage that heals you, and he just clears waves like a monster. He obviously doesn't have that quite yet, but all the early AD... Hood Stomp's not going to have a good time down there.
Yeah, I don't think after that level 1. I mean, it was a little bit interesting. You saw Lopaly go in there. Is it Lopaly or Lopali? Always said. All right,
I certainly
Lopali.
hope it's Lopali, because Lopaly just sounds bad.
I mean, I kind of thought that was a bad play by XTS. They walked in there and then Lopali just threw down the Ignite and picked up first blood. And you're like, oh, well, I mean, okay, I guess that's a good play. And then everybody just kind of like piled in 1v1 into the Rux like wheat thresher, and it was not a pretty sight. I haven't really commented on this top lane any. It's Jaximus, Richie Rich, just battle of the range top laners, just CSing things out. Janna able to stop the knock up there from Yoda in the middle lane. Just, I don't know, not a whole lot happening after that level 1, although I think the big deal is that the 1v2 is going to work out very well for Curse.
It's going to work out, but pay attention to the Kennen Ezreal lane, because traditionally this lane does go to Kennen. He kind of sustains the Mystic shots because he's energy based, and just provides more harass and durability in that lane. And even in late game team fights, Kennen's can very easily take out an Ezreal. So he should traditionally win this lane, especially in a long lane here top lane.
So One Bad Brad coming up top lane to dish out some wave clear with the Spirit Fire. Help out Jaximus, as you mentioned. He is low on mana, and yeah, the energy from Richie Rich helping him out a lot. Richie Rich, he was on like the very first Absolute Legends team for North America, wasn't he? I'm trying to remember where I've seen this guy before.
Richie Rich, I think he was on a team with Yoda in the past. I don't think he was on the AL team with Robert. I think he was a sub for them, maybe. Yeah,
I think it was
a
the
sub
AL
for
team
them.
before that AL team. It was back when they picked up the roster of JPack and friends. Yeah. And
Something like
I
that.
think Richie Rich might have played for them before. I'm just trying to remember where I've seen this, because this is a brand new roster for EXERTUS, here, at least here in MCS. So nice to see Hood Stomp, back in the competitive scene from his days on CLG Black. So he's definitely gonna have his work cut out for him. It's on a champion that he kind of knows and loves, but a little bit of a different start to most of his games, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess that he's never had to deal with a 4-0 Renekton here in a 1v2. But he's handling it well so far. He's just keeping the lane shoved, as Graves loves to do. Actually, Ruck's building all that. Oh, never mind. That early damage is going to pay off, maybe. Oh, maybe not. I was going to say that early damage might not pay off because he doesn't have the tanky stats from buying any health, and he's still kind of getting bullied down here. Hoodstomp doing a pretty good job for the situation he's got.
Yeah, that's going to be One Bad Brad forced to come down again for the wave clear. He's not really jungling or ganking. He's just like running between the lanes and helping them clear the waves out. But even still, I mean, it is still a 2v1. Hoodstomp doing a good job at taking down that turret. It's 600 HP remaining, and especially with Yoda coming into lane, this tower's not really going to hold up for very long.
Yeah, the turret should fall this wave with Jarvan coming in. Spirit Fire may be able to save this next wave. I'm going to guess not, because Rux can't run in to swipe it or he'll die. So it looks like the wave's going to kill this turret. Just going to run away.
So even still, that's the 2v1 successful. EXERTUS taking out the first turret of the game, and I guess I want to kind of target this to Don't Mash Me. When you go for that 2v1 as an AD carry, I mean, you're trying to take down the turret, but do you want to like rotate for like a dragon, or just kind of shift that into another lane to try to take down more turrets?
It all varies. Depends on your creep wave. Let's say you have a huge creep wave bottom and you already got the first tier turret. You could obviously go for the second tier turret, and that applies even more pressure, and you're able to deny the top lane. But in this scenario, they could go for the dragon, or they could just mash a 2v2 mid against Fabi and Yuno.
And yeah, when you do sort of like switch back into that 2v2, it kind of puts the pressure back onto Curse Academy. It says, hey, we already completed our lane, we took the turret, and now we're coming back. And I don't know, we talked about Fabi's running that late game Tristana, and he definitely wants to get there, but he's not going to have the global gold, or at least the same gold. And even with that 4 kills on Renekton, Tiamat in hand, it's still going to be a little bit of a gold lead actually to EXERTUS after taking down that first turret of the game.
Yep.
You kind of have to question the Tiamat coming out here. That's traditionally something you see in a 1v1 scenario with Renekton, but really in the 2v1 didn't get that much use out of building straight damage here. It was certainly not as much as I expected, so he's kind of been tamed. He's still got about the same CS as Unholy Wish here in the middle in the 1v2, so really nothing special coming out right now.
Yoda just punked Jaximus so hard. He dropped the standard. He was going to go for the Dragon Strike, and Jaximus just like peace out. Piece the scene, and backed on out to the turret. So Yoda actually getting a lot of ganks down. Even still, we do have One Bad Brad up in the top lane. Richard's just gonna have to try to get away. The ultimate comes out. He does burn the flash. The equal flash counter out there. One Bad Brad kind of crushing his dome there, picking up the kill with Siphoning Strike.
Richie Rich getting a little greedy there. He didn't expect the Nasus to run in through the lane, but EXERTUS gonna counter with a strong, smart dragon play here. But in response, looks like Curse is gonna take that top turret.
All right, so that does mean, global objectives traded a little bit of extra gold from that dragon, but, dragons respawn, turrets don't, and that will be first turret of the game for Curse Academy. Keep in mind we did have the mid lane or the dual lanes mid, but we kind of switched it up, sending Hoodstop to kind of farm that wave in the bottom lane, while still have that Fabi and Yuno lane. After that level 1 action, really not a whole lot's happened other than turrets going down and Fabi farming mid lane.
Yeah, they're still chunking away at that mid turret, but Unholy Wish is getting to the point where you can just break waves like with 2 spells. So it's gonna be even harder to get that mid wave unless they want to do some side of. It's taking probably they're probably gonna bring Ezreal here up mid to get this turret since they won the lane up there. Kennen already lost his turret, so they're probably just gonna do some type of 5-man here mid to try and get that turret down now. So we might see a team fight here.
Yeah, it's 9-0-21 Janna, so a little bit of AP on her. Going for some of the wave clear you can see, especially with the explosive shot on Tristana. It's going to help them push, but like you mentioned, Zyra just sitting in lane and clearing waves, and especially with Graves there for wave clear, I don't think Curse are going to be able to crack this turret anytime soon.
Yeah, certainly not. They're just going to send Ezreal back up top. Rox is just going to be content farming down there with his Tiamat, just going to crush waves. So yeah, just kind of a stalemate right now. Just waiting on one team to make the next move.
I guess that's kind of good for EXERTUS because, not only did they not lose horribly to that 4-0 Renekton very early on, but, Richie Rich catching out Jaximus, going in there for the stun. Does he have the ultimate? Yeah, I guess he was just a little bit too close to the turret. Now he does it. Wait, I'm not sure why Jaximus kind of walked back into lane after that, but Richie Rich just threw him down.
Richie Rich all planned. As he knew that, I guess Jaximus would walk back into lane. He just baited like he didn't have the ultimate. He walked up, got a better ultimate off. Paid out for him.
Now he's definitely rich.
This is why
He's rich, but is he Richie Rich yet? That is the question.
Probably maybe 5 more kills.
I think
Yeah,
Rux
I was
is
gonna
Richie
say.
Rich right now. He's just one rich.
Yeah, definitely. If we check out the gold count, we can actually see 4,700 gold on that's 4-0 Renekton. Still about 300 goals ahead of Richie Rich, so not quite on that level. But
Not quite.
the rent is expensive in Rux City, so you gotta pay the fines, I suppose. Blue buff gonna go over to Jaximus, so making the blue bluer, I suppose. At least I think it's, yeah, there we go. So Jaximus is going to have some decent poke, does have a Sheen as one of his first damaging items instead of just going straight for that Muramana. And with the tier changes, it means it's going to be a little bit slower to stack up, especially if you don't get those stacks from auto attacks. Yeah, now we're going to try, once again, how to push mid lane by Curse Academy.
Hoodstomp does not want to let this go here. They have Hoodstomp and Unholy Wish here. Not letting any CC. The turret will fall, but will we see it engage?
Well, it's going to be up to Richie Rich.
Just kidding.
Don't meet
Wow. Sweet Lord Yoda with the man dunks. Right there, right in the front, going to get completely exploded. Unholy Wish kind of throwing things down there. And the counter push, very strong by EXERTUS. Will they be able to take this mid turret?
Looks like they will. It's like Rux is taking the back way home. Doesn't want to run through the whole team, so they're going to lose that turret for that.
Yeah, Nintendo Dex, a fan favorite of taking the back way at all times. I think that's Rux. Yeah, I mean, that's basically the best strategy. We have yet to see Coast pull that out in LCS, but I have faith. With the hashtag, I believe, on Twitter right now, but cannot tweet and cast at the same time, so I'll have to save that one for later.
Ah, you suck at multitasking.
Don't dude me now trending on Twitter. I can see it already.
Dude, hashtag don't dude me, make it happen. I need to, okay, hashtag don't dude me. There we go. We can put that in Twitch chat. Maybe they'll catch on to that. I forgot to put the raise your symbols on either side, so I'm dropping the ball. But EXERTUS not dropping the ball. Took a pretty decent team fight and threw it away. 4-0 Renekton very early on, and afterwards just kind of farming things out, even turrets 2-2, and really we're kind of looking for the next play from either team. Dragon was taken down very early on, but it's about to respawn. You can see the pink ward coverage kind of one out there by Sona for EXERTUS. Yoda's still in the area. This guy's he picked up very early mobility boots and just kind of ran between the lanes. And I gotta say, I mean, it was effective. 3 assists, 4 kills onto I think it was Richie Rich, and then 1 in the bottom lane on Graves. So
I think it was
I don't
two
know,
for
not-
Graves. Two for
Oh, really?
Graves.
Both? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right, because Richie Rich just picked up that solo kill, so
Yeah.
there we go. So it's 5-5. I mean, if you're EXERTUS, if you're Curse Academy, I mean, what do you do right now? I mean, Fabi can just farm for late game. That's always an option, but I mean, EXERTUS kind of have to make something happen before it gets there, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, EXERTUS is kind of dealing with this ticking time bomb right now with the double AD carry, especially with Tristana and the annoying blue build Ezreal. They're probably gonna have to make something happen here, but they do have the comp. If it does go to late game, they should be okay, because Kennen is very good at dealing with double AD carries. Just run in with his Electric Storm, just kind of stun everything. And Tyra's got good follow-up, but they just have to make sure they don't get poked down in engages.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened for Complexity in the last game. They just had the poke advantage, poke things down, and Prolly's AD Ezreal mid. It's pretty good. I think we had. I'm still trying to remember if Cheaper ever got a kill because he was like 0 and 12 at one point, and that was
He got 7
slightly
kills at the end of the
difficult.
game.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
it's-
where those came from is a mystery to me. But the ultimate coming in, not able to seal that away. Rux is going to be able to take down the second turret middle lane. You can see that Richie Rich having a little bit of an issue here.
Yeah, he's not Richie Rich anymore. He's still just Rich, while Richie, the true Richie Rich, just kind of running around the jungle right now. Cannot deal with Rux right now. He had to let that turret go. So an inner gone. Not really worth the dragon, but they did take the global gold. So gold's still bang on even.
Yes.
Yes. Bang
Yes,
on.
1K gold.
All right, yeah,
Bang
there's.
on. A term I recently learned from. I think I had to Google it when D-Man used it.
I have to Google a lot of things that D-Man uses.
Yeah,
But yeah, Rux versus
absolutely.
Richie Rich, top lane. Kennen ultimate going down, counter ult by Rux. He's just gonna back away, and I think he's pretty happy
Tyra's
with that
chasing
trade.
too.
Oh,
Ooh,
the flash,
this-
the shuriken lands. The flash out from Rux. Nice positioning there by Unholy Wish, but ultimately, when you it takes 2 ults to just push a Renekton out of lane after he takes your second turret. Might be a little bit
Footstomp's caught
difficult.
out down here. And he burns his
Ooh.
flash.
Yeah, it's not really a debatable decision. It's like
the
1v3.
Graves mechanics takes 3 people to stop him. He's just saying,
This
"Come
is-
at me, bros!" right now.
This is where you know, in like bronze or silver, you type takes 3 people to blow my flash or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
Lol afraid to 1v1. That's a common term I use all the time.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! Well, Mash Me, no stranger to the bronze elo, knows exactly what to say at all situations, and I don't know, Hood Stomp, I don't know, kind of making it worth. Manamune now completed onto that blue Ezreal, only Jaxmus. You know, he's gonna get his itemization eventually. Picks up Ionian Boots of Lucidity, cooldown boost as well. So I mean, he's gonna get to that blue build Ezreal sooner or later, and it's kind of hard to stop. He's going to keep farming that up. 150 CS, so 30 CS advantage over Unholy Wish's Zyra, even though she was sitting there wave clearing for a while. So definitely working that out. For him, even as that blue buff for even more CDR. Yeah, is he maxed out on CDR right now? Yeah, 39%. So
No, he's not maxed out. That is not maxed out. You can get up to 40% in this game. 1% off.
that he forgot to like change and put that 1% in his blue runes, taking out the magic resist. But
Absolutely.
we'll have to see
39% is unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Buy the blue elixir right now. You're killing me, Jaximus.
I mean, it's blue Ezreal. It's not blue Ezreal without blue elixir, right?
That's right.
Yep.
I don't think he actually knows how to play this champion. Maybe you should PM him really quickly.
Yeah, I think it's
Let
just
me
stick
do
to
that right
Jax.
now.
All right, Mash Me getting the assistance from across the void.
3-minute delay though, so it's kind of rough.
I hope he sends you
XCS
back a
trying to-
message that says something like "Don't cast me."
Exius trying to
Meanwhile,
push
we're next gen.
but Rock City just going ham up on that top turret.
I was
Nobody's
gonna
really
say-
stopping.
Yeah, it's like when suddenly Renekton. I mean,
XCS wants the back, but will they get poked off? No, looks like Kennen is going to be able
Rich
to
boy
recall.
gets back.
yeah, but like I mean, I don't really feel like Rux is gonna have too many problems dealing with Kennen. Even under that turret, he can actually come around and flank EXERTUS as they try to go back. And with all the poke coming out from Ezreal, kind of surprised that Curse aren't chasing a little harder.
Looks like they got their eyes on this Baron right now. No wards over there for XTS. Rux is... No, they're looking
one
for a
ward.
bait here. Will Yoda take the bait? Will he take
Ah.
the bait?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, good flag there.
Yeah, low pally
Okay.
maybe
Great
in
follow-up.
trouble.
Oh,
Sweet
They're gonna be
lord,
okay.
the damage.
Rux on his
Flash-
own right now as Hood Stomp distracting 4 members. But Rux is just kind of killing everybody. Looks like he will get taken out. Wow, great Monsoon right there from Janna. And a knockback from Lord Fabi. That's a really good knockback there from Curse to keep
The
Kennon's ult
gatekeep
out of the
on
fight.
back.
Yes, the gate was successfully kept. Lord Fabi does not disappoint. You'll notice it's a Kennen pick into a Janna Tristana composition. So that's gonna be one very sad Yordle when he tries to ult into these team fights.
Yeah, he has the Hourglass though, so when his flash is up, he can hopefully blow the ult, flash in, and get the Hourglass off before any of that comes out, but Unholy Wish getting caught.
Yeah, when you're forced to flash out from underneath your own turret, things may possibly not be going your way.
As here's the double AD just poking all day right now. Looks like they're gonna have to back up those. Jack Smith's getting a little bit too low. They're gonna have to run away. Pretty even fight still. Still pretty even game. 700 gold, that's nothing. Turrets, one up for Curse, but I think XTS has the Dragon advantage. So the gold is right there. Kills are 6 to 6. And Rux is still huge.
I don't think that's ever going to change. 5-1. Sunfire Cave completed, so he's got that core, Renekton itemization. Just has it a lot faster than you ordinarily see after picking up 4 kills very early on. But as is Rux.
XTS
Like
playing
Renekton.
Crocodile Hunter right now. Crocodile Hunter, the video game right now, going down on Rux. Don't think he'll be able to escape that. Ooh, even the crescendo were in there. That's just insult to injury.
And Hoodstomp gets the kill.
I would have loved to see a Hood Stop ultimate for Ultra KS. But as is, yeah, you don't extend that far without any wards. Ultimate from Ezreal going to take down the creep wave just a little bit, but it doesn't actually kill any of the minions thanks to the nerf taking it down from 10% damage to K to, or 8% to 10% damage to K. So EXERTUS, they're going to keep pushing out. I mean, they took down the 5-1 Renekton, so, raid boss down. That's pretty much GG from there.
Hoodstomp's really out of mana though, so it looks like they're probably going to recall right now. Just checking the gold. Looks like he's got enough for Last Whisper. He'll probably go grab that. As a lot of armors coming out from Rux, coming out from Nasus. Pretty much the front line that's going to hit him. He's going to need that Last Whisper, and there it is.
All right, so Last Whisper completed. That's a pretty big buy, especially since, like you said, getting through a lot of the armor. Really, the only one with armor items is going to be that Brotherhood combo of Rux and One Bad Brad. So he's going to be able to chuck out the tanks, and really, that's the front line that you really need for a double AD. Because if you can get past the tank line, then it's like you have an Ezreal and a Tristana, not really something that can stand up to a lot of damage.
XTS wants
Here
to
comes
fight
the
here,
team
but
fight.
Zyra's not here yet. Here comes the team fight though. The knockbacks are out. Hoodstomp's
Hoodstomp
low.
getting chunked.
Hoodstomp's still alive though. Here comes the Zyra ult. Richie Rich is out of the fight. No, XTS is safe to chase here. Gotta be careful for Fabi though.
Abby.
No,
That's
only
back
Jackson's
out.
out of mana right now. XTS is okay, it looks like.
Abby's going hard.
Fabi's
The-
going in hot.
The
got the
poke
flash.
is too strong.
He's very afraid.
Jackson is completely out of mana, so can't really do very much.
Even the fights are dead even. This is a tight game here.
I gotta say, I mean, it did not start this way, but I think the big deal was that you put a solo laner with 4 kills in a 2v1 lane where he's at a disadvantage, so that really kind of evened it up for EXERTUS. And then they took the turret and kind of rotating things out, even in turrets now too, 4 and 4, the 1 kill advantage and 1,000 gold advantage to EXERTUS. So I mean, I didn't see this coming, especially after that last fight, but I guess a good job by EXERTUS, making that fight a lot more even than I thought, especially since, I mean, Unholy Wish wasn't there for like the entire fight.
Yeah, not a bad fight. It was a little bit manly to try and engage without the Zyra there, since you kind of want that follow-up with the Kennen. You want the Stranglethorns to kind of knock everybody up too. But they still pulled it off. Hoodstomp's got to be careful here. He's out of mana, but he wants the CS. He's going to be smart and back up.
Yeah, and really, it's only One Bad Brad up there. I mean, he may not know that, but when you look at the ward coverage for EXERTUS, I mean, they have a couple wards down by Dragon and then a couple by Baron, but really nothing too deep in the enemy jungle. So could possibly use a little bit more of that.
I only see, what, 3 wards on the map right now for EXERTUS. That's only a Ruby Sightstone's worth of wards out right now. They got to get more coverage down. Curse's ward coverage is a little more spread out. They also only have, no, they have 4 wards. So they have the ward advantage. Actually, no, that ward just died. So they both only have 3 wards out. Pretty much the river's covered. Gonna go reward everything. And XTS really needs the ward coverage, though, to deal with this Ezreal, because he's just going to poke all day. So the site advantage is definitely going to be needed for them, especially with their AoE Wombo combo. They need them to... They need the face check from Curse Academy to win these fights.
Ruck's down bottom. He's getting this wave clear on like you were talking about, but as soon as EXERTUS see
and
that, they're just going to walk
Baron
straight in. Yeah.
The Baron being started out, and Curse Academy has no idea. Spirit firing for Vision. Will one bad Brad be privy to this? He's walking
down
in now,
below
but will
half
it be...
HP. Yeah, I mean, Baron down to 1,000 HP. Go
Dodo
to
gets
Get it.
All right.
Jax just flashes in.
Jax. Oh.
Ease away. Here comes
Good
Lord
stuff,
Fabi.
Abby.
Babby, please. Babby, please. Curse
Good stuff,
Academy.
back.
Oh,
Coming in
oh,
back.
yes. Oh, the plant.
The poke is strong. The
no,
manliness
the
even
solo.
stronger.
Ezreal poking.
The AD carry is so damn pesky to chase down. Can they do anything here? Fab's gonna poke in and out. Oh. No, they get the Baron, they get the 3-for-1, but can't track down those damn AD carries.
That's exactly how the team composition is supposed to work, right? I mean, you kill off the front line, 80 carry still poking away. I think that's, I mean, Curse could try to get this middle turret. Yeah, they're going to take that down. I don't think Kennen can get there in time, even with his home guards. So, I mean, turret for Baron, not really that worth it, but just the ward coverage, the vision.
The ward coverage was just not there for Curse Academy. They weren't expecting the Baron. XTS just rushed it. It was very smart. They have the, as you can see, the Leandries on Zyra with those plants just pumping out the Leandries. Actually demolished that Baron there. It's actually a pretty smart play, pretty heads-up play there for EXERTUS as they look to push here.
All right, so yeah, EXERTUS, Unholy Wish, Richie Rich, and Yoda, all with that Baron buff, well, except for Yoda. He was the only casualty of that last fight. Pushing down the middle lane, I mean, low pally there as well. Just trying to push in here. I don't actually think there's a whole lot to keep them off of this turret other than the wave clear from Rux, but if he goes in, he's not really going to be feeling too great. So yeah, Nasus Spirit Fire going to be helping out with that, and you know, even Jack Smith can like ult the wave if he really needs to.
They still need to be a little bit careful with the Maelstrom down and the Crescendo, so they don't really have their giant wombo combo here. If they want to dive the turret, they can just kind of poke on it until it comes up. Get them a good amount of poke here. They still have to be careful of the poke here from Ezreal as well.
Yeah, he does have that Muramana complete along with the Iceborne Gauntlets. Whisper gets caught out, taken down.
Just kidding, can't catch Ezreal.
Well, yeah, I don't really think he's going to be too afraid for that. Throws down the ultimate just to clear out the wave. And gonna go back to base. Will he pick up a last Whisper? Anything important? He's gonna heal up and get some
Just
mana.
pickaxe. Or did he have that pickaxe? I didn't
Yeah, I
see
think he
that.
actually already had the pickaxe.
Alright.
Just waiting for.
Still
like,
looks like he's still about 700 gold off the last Whisper, but really, this whole game he's kind of been behind in his build almost. Usually you send that blue Ezreal mid to kind of get all the farm and just ult all over to get farm, but they sent him top lane. That kind of set him a little bit behind for the mid game, so it's taking a little bit longer to get all his items out. He has his Mirror Mana charge, which is good, but with no last Whisper here, it's going to be hard for him to do any damage.
Alright, so I mean, even Rux getting in there trying to you know, wave clear this out. The poke damage actually a lot stronger than I would have expected for EXERTUS, especially versus this sort of double AD poke. Still taking the turret down to half HP. Janna shields are cool on everything, but EXERTUS being very patient here with his Baron buff, although it is only about a quarter left, so they're not going to have that very much longer.
EXERTUS should eventually be able to dive this here. They're just waiting for the right time. Looks like all the summoners are up. It's only a matter of time until something happens here. Oh, there goes Rux. And
Yeah, Hood Stomp, melee range 80 carry. Too strong. It's going to get healed back up there. Baron and Sona helping him out with that. But as is, I think EXERTUS are going to have to back out before their Baron buff, or as their Baron buff runs out, because they're not really having too much success either diving this or even poking it out.
They got to do it on this wave if they want it with a Baron buff. Otherwise, they won't have that privilege. Neither of the AD carries having a cleanse, so that's something to note if they want to go all in with those stuns.
Oh, Fabi! Yeah, Fabi chunks out low pally a little bit. He's down below half HP. Does still have that Baron regen, but not for very much longer. And EXERTUS are backing out.
Still a whole lot of nothing. There's a giant wave top lane. I did not see this, actually. That's a lot of creeps about to hit that top turret.
That's going to
They're
take
actually
the
gonna have to recall
turret.
for it.
Definitely going down.
Oh my goodness. That cannon minion can't even get in there. That's how many freaking range creeps there are. My
Wow.
goodness.
Creep block. Please
Creep
report.
block, please. Riot,
Wow.
please.
Yeah. I forget the patch that they introduced creep block into, but sweet lord, the game was never the same after that. Richie Rich getting
Cannon minion should have bought a Phantom Dancer.
Yeah, I mean, he's just not living up to the standards that we expect from Cannon minions.
He's last hit a little bit better on lane. He would have been able to afford it. We've all been there. We've all been there. We're just short of an item because we missed that stupid CS.
Yep. This is where we need to, like, I don't know, cue one of Dyrus's rants about, you know, every CS being a potion or something important like that. But, all right, Jackson has picked up a blue buff, so he's going to have extra pokiness, and he does actually have 40% CDR right now, so crisis averted, maximum CDR achieved. XDS, Shirelli is out of the jungle. Ruck's going to get jumped on here, throwing down his ultimate. He's looking to go in.
They don't have
not here
Graves,
yet, though.
They got to run.
Sona really needs a crescendo if they want to live.
Lord Fabby coming in from the back.
Oh, he catches the crescendo.
Damage is down, and Curse manning up. He's just like, what's that? An entire team running at me. Better ult and go in.
It's Crocodile not scared whatsoever. Let's see if they go for that top turret. It is low. Looks like they're trying to do something sneaky on it. They're definitely pinging that out. XTS has no idea right now.
Hashtag FabbyStrats 2013.
Oh,
Jamming
man.
up rocks,
There
just
they
going
go.
straight on into there. Turret falls, even with that extra armor with no minions. And it's Fabby DPS on that inhibitor. Backing up for now, but with one more turret down, it's 6-4 right now for Curse Academy.
Yep, 6-4 in turrets. You're so smart, Rapid. How'd you know?
I can, dude. The number one skill of shoutcasters is being able to read numbers on the screen. It makes the cast fascinating, and you learn new information you couldn't have seen for yourself. So,
Why are
that's-
you
I
even
mean,
here? The scoreboard just does your job for you. You don't even have to count anymore. It just tells you
dude,
how
every
many
single
turrets are down.
caster would be out of a job if they weren't allowed to read stats off the screen. It's too strong, but that's why we keep, you know, the good stuff in the cast. Don't match me's casting.
I wish
I'm
there
a
were a
great
Baron
caster.
timer. I wish we had a Baron timer.
I'm just here
on the
for moral
scoreboard.
support.
Riot, please. I do not know the Baron timer right now, and I cannot see the chat, so I'm pretty upset that I don't know the Baron timer as a jungler right now.
All right, well, Baron timer is actually 26:23. That's when it went down. So, as you guys all know, in 7
Carry to
minutes after
7.
that time,
33, come on.
33, and the minutes stay the same, so it's 23. All right, see, 3 people together, we can in fact do math. It's
But the
Math is
second
rapid.
stay the same.
triumph of esports here. So,
I'm gonna try to come back.
I play
All right.
esports. I play games for a living. I don't know math.
who needs math when you can esports?
Absolutely.
All right, so Oracle's down there on Uno, clearing out the Baron pits. Last Baron went over to EXERTUS. They took that kind of free and clear. Half health on Uno. I'm pretty sure if they'd like CC'd Uno and like aggroed Baron, he would have died there. So, danger.
Yeah. Definitely dangerous going in alone. The Gatekeeper just farming up. Ezreal farming up. Fabby's getting scary. I mean, he's always scary, but now he's like scary. I think his range is up to what, 694? That late game Tristana, which you can't just like walk up to an attack because she has the range advantage on you. It's gonna get really scary. Ezreal has the range advantage. That stupid Mystic shot, and yeah, I call it stupid because as an initiator, as a jungler, you cannot lock down an Ezreal. I just hate Ezreal.
Especially blue build. It's just like,
Yeah.
what's that? Every champion you play is susceptible to being kited? That's cool. I mean, I listen, it's like Elise. I mean, that
Yeah.
does pretty well.
At least does okay against it. Looks
At least
like
it's okay against everything. It's
Curse
not
should have the advantage here, but they really have no vision down, so they don't know if they're on Baron or what's going on here. They should opt to push mid here to bring XTS inside of them, but they have no idea where they're at right now, so they're playing a little bit cautious.
Dude, look at Lord Fabby. He's like reading the LCS player mindset, knows exactly the call to make. They push down
Absolutely.
mid. Backing out, gonna
Only-
clear out some ward coverage.
If only Curse Academy was on his level.
Can we confirm Lord Fabby is a sub for Don't Mash Me for Coast?
I cannot confirm.
Cannot, sorry.
Ooh.
Too many people watching right now, so I can't really.
Dude, we could confirm this on MCS's stream. Take over St.
Wow.
Vicious's job.
Looks like XTS will be
XTS.
the aggressors here, and Curse is out of position, so they're pushing
Ooh.
straight down mid.
How the
Ooh,
tides have turned. Hmm.
Rock's using that lovely back door again, as you stated earlier. He does love it. But it's
Ah,
like
yes.
XTS
Going hard for
backdooring
engage.
backdooring the turret. Report, please. Backdooring's illegal.
It is. It was actually outlawed in several of the earlier MLGs. Rux going in there, throws down the ultimate. Crazy
Oh,
AoE.
man.
What the?
Hood stomp.
Combo. Where is Hood Stomp right now? There he is.
Oh, there he. Oh,
I don't
baby.
know. Doko Deska. Donde está? The flash is out for Jaximus.
Again, Tristana and Ezreal still live here, so it's only a 1-for-1, but the inhibitor should go down.
Pretty sure Yuno almost killed off Yoda there, but able to get away with his life intact. First inhibitor of the game goes to EXERTUS. Great
sorry.
positioning.
Wait, who did I? Oh, it was Zyra that was in her passive. I didn't see her timer dead. Okay, so it was a 1-for-2. Curse can probably take a Baron off us with XTS retreating here. XTS really can't contest it with Yoda so low, but looks like they just want to push.
I mean, yeah,
Probably
Curse
gonna
have a
rotate top.
Yeah, they have a pretty strong opportunity. Open inhibitor doesn't get a lot easier than that. They even have a huge minion wave there, so I mean, there's about 10 seconds left until
They have to get
Unholy
through
Wish.
Hood Stomp though.
All right, the man, the myth, the legend, Hood Stomp Graves, GG,
GG.
clearing out the wave, saving his team single-handedly.
Curse Academy does not do that. They're trailing back toward mid. Probably want to get Baron control. Just kind of waiting around right now as another wave piles into that inhibitor turret. Or the inhibitor, rather. I forgot that it died.
Yeah, you can see the great visionary mindset of Rux as he cleared out that top lane, envisioned all this. Curse Academy going on to the Baron. Last
Baron's
Baron
going-
went to EXERTUS.
Yoda will be here in plenty of time if he wants to hop over and steal. He does still have his flash. So even when that standard goes down, he can still flash over and steal it. But he's walking all the way around right now.
Oh,
Can he
Curse
get him to
Academy.
steal it?
Green.
No, so close. But
My
still in
bad,
very
bad
good
gets-
position.
Yeah, they have to live after this. Rux flashing out of the Cataclysm. Jackson's getting the poke damage done.
Oh boy, Curse
Oh,
Academy
this
in
looks
beautiful
very
position
bad for
here.
XTS.
Fabian
Oh,
Jackson is in perfect position right now. There he goes.
Oh,
Fabian's jumping in, flashing in.
The Gatekeeper, large, in charge, bounce housing all over the place. The ace picked up by Lord Fabi. Saw it all along, and now Curse Academy can take down one inhibitor, maybe even the game. There's 40-second death timers for EXERTUS.
I think Fabi wants to go big here. I think he wants us to be GG right now. Rux should be enough to tank this out here.
At what point does Fabi ever want to go small? Like,
This is true. You raise a good
small,
point.
not a
Only
word in the
play
Fabi
try.
book.
I believe
Oh,
I
yeah,
heard the
just-
GG's coming out, and a creep wave is here, so that should be GG for Curse Academy.
One team fight later in the late game we talked about at the beginning of the match. Fabi taking it home, picking it up. EXERTUS.
Is that a
Wait,
rage
wait.
quit? Is that a rage quit from Hood Stomp?
I mean, Hood Stomp did carry pretty hard. Just, I mean, the Gatekeeper, he saw he saw Hood Stomp walking through the gate, and he just slammed it in his face.
Hood Stomp actually having the most gold out of anybody in this game. Certainly putting in the work, but did not. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not see Fabi with 15K.
Whew.
Oh,
Man.
how can I discredit our Lord and Savior? I'm so
better,
sorry.
better stay away from that solo queue. It's, Fabi's coming for you.
Watch out, dude.
All right, well, that's gonna do it for our games here tonight. Mobafire Championship or Challenger Series. Gotta get my acronyms right. Do you want to give a special shout out to our wonderful guests, Don't Mash Me and Nintendo Dex from Team Coast? You guys have any shout outs before we close things down?
I love you.
Shout out to Rapid, my favorite amateur caster.
Hey, there's nothing amateur about this. Shout outs to Coast, my favorite amateur team. You know.
Whoa, are you allowed to play favorites? Whoa, amateur team.
Ooh.
Snuck that one in there, didn't you?
Yeah, let's see. You got to keep an eye on these casters. We're pretty sneakies. All right, so I do want to go ahead and thank our sponsors once again. Shoutouts to iBuyPower, Razor Academy, and Fatality Gaming Gear, as well as Twitch TV, the wonderful service